Alright, so we're going to go and check out a typical neighbourhood bakery, which is here. This is the first one I went to when I first arrived in Sao Paulo, so we're going to head back to it now. So as you can see, it's very busy. It's not really like any bakery that I've been to in the UK before because they've got everything here. It's more like a mini supermarket. They've got all the stuff you'd expect, like bread and cakes, but they've also got a meat counter and even a cafe and a buffet, and it feels more like a kind of neighbourhood community spot than a bakery. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of shopping now and we're going to get some bits and pieces to try. Okay, I couldn't help myself. There's a barbecue inside the bakery and it looks amazing, so I couldn't help myself, I had to get some. So there's a little buffet and I got some of these beans which are a real classic. What are the types of beans called?
Carioca.
So we've got karaoke beans. We've got carioca beans, they're delicious and they come in like a sauce with bits of meat. There's some bacon there and some rice and it is delicious. And then we've also got an array of carne, which is meat. So we've got some beefy, which is beef. We've got some sausage, which is sausage.
This isn't a sausage, this is a linguiça.
Oh, apparently this is a linguiça. I take it back. And we've also got some frango, which is chicken. I'm going to try the linguiça first. So good. Salty, meaty, bellezza. Got the frango, which is the chicken. You can see, beautifully barbecued, still tender and juicy. Oh, gorgeous. Crispy around the edges, still lovely and soft, absolutely stunning. And then last but by no means least, we've got the beefy. Nice and rare, nice and fatty. Very good. Juicy, melt in the mouth, delicioso. And then the beans, they look very simple. I was a little bit underwhelmed the first time we got these, but they are delicious. Everywhere we've eaten so far, they serve this. This is like a real standard accompaniment to like every meal, and I'm a big fan. So we are back at Fern's mum's house. She has prepared a delicious lunch for us. So I'm not gonna eat all of this, but I wanted to show you these things and we're gonna try a little bit of each. So first up, we've got pão de queijo. That literally just means cheese bread. And these are absolutely everywhere. You see them on like little street corners and in bakeries, and every shop I've been to pretty much sells these. So they are literally just little breads with cheese baked into them. They sound very simple, they are, but they are delicious. So we've got a variety, we've got a little selection here. So there's the regular pão de queijo. You can see inside, very simple, but very delicious. We've got pão de queijo com parmesan, so that's got parmesan on top. Also very tasty. And then the last one we've got has got cream cheese in it, which is a special type of cream cheese specific to Brazil called catupiry. Oh, it's different. You can see that, there's the cream cheese inside. So that is pão de queijo. Next up we have got esfirra, which is a Lebanese dish, which is very popular here as well. I've seen it all over the place. Normally it's like an open face thing, like a little mini pizza with mincemeat on top. They didn't have any of those in the bakery, so we've got this, which is a closed-faced one, and it's calabresa, which is sausage meat rather than beef mince, which is what you normally see, but also very delicious and very typical of Brazilian food. So I'm going to cut this bad boy open and see what's inside. Wow. And you can see there it's like calabresa meat, and there's some herbs and stuff on top, and sort of delicious pastry bread. I'm going to just have a little bit of this because I'm sure it's going to be very filling. And I'm just going to have a little mouthful. A bit of a big mouthful. It's so good. It's really smoky. It's like bacon. It tastes like bacon basically. It's smoky, salty. You've got the soft bread outside, really juicy as well, and absolutely delicious. I could eat all of that. And then I did leave this till last because it was my favourite, but actually I think this might be my favourite now, but we'll see. This pyramid-y little number is called a coxinha, and this is basically kind of like mashed potato with chicken inside it, and then it's deep fried. These are sold everywhere as well on street corners. The opinion about how to eat them differs. I would have thought you eat it like that, but I've seen people eating them the other way around apparently because I don't know, all the ingredients and stuff kind of sink to the bottom, so it's better to eat it like that. You also typically eat these with chili sauce, so molho de pimenta. So you can see in there you've got all the shredded chicken. There's the sort of potato-y outside. I'm gonna put a little bit of molho de pimenta on top as well. I don't think normally you'd eat these with a knife and fork. I think I'm being a bit bougie. I love these. This is the sort of thing that I think would be really popular in the UK because it's really stodgy, really filling and comforting. And I could just imagine smashing one of these in on like a cold, rainy day. However, the star of the show for me today has been the esfija with the calabresa. Absolutely loved it. And despite what I said, I am going to have one more little bite because it was just too good not to. Fern's mum's not looking, so. So we've got a lovely fresh salad, which is probably the only healthy thing I'm going to eat today. We've got some rice or arroz, and then the main event is a delicious stroganoff. So why is this different to a stroganoff that I'd be used to?
Because my mum made it.
Right.
His mum made stroganoff.
Ah, delicious.
Made.
Made by Mai. Obrigado, Mai. Obrigado. Obrigado muito to the chef. That was absolutely delicioso, but I'm incredibly full now. Probably shouldn't have had a plate full of barbecued meat and 3 starters and then 2 portions of stroganoff, but it was banging, it was worth it. We're going to go for a little walk now, so we'll see you back for part 3 of this vlog, where we're going to check out some dulces, some sweets. We're back. We've been for a walk. We've made some room. It's dessert time. So we've got a little selection of things going on here. So we're going to start with these docinhos. So in Portuguese, or in Brazilian Portuguese, they put inho on the end of things to make it small. So dos is sweet and inho is small, so small sweets. And we've got a little selection of things, some of which I've tried, some of which I haven't. So some of this will be new to me as well. We're going to start with ones that I have had, which I think are delicious, which are brigadeiro, which is basically condensed milk cooked with chocolate and then rolled in chocolate like sprinkles. So that's it close up. Look at that. Glossy, sweet, sickly, and delicious. Next up, we're going to try something I've not had before. This is cashewzinho again, so cashewzinho, small. And these are little sweets made out of cashew nuts, not cashew fruit as mentioned in my previous video. So you can see it's covered in sugar, which is a good start. Interesting. It's sweeter than I was expecting. I don't know why when it's covered in sugar. It's like a paste with some other stuff in there, like some fruit flavouring maybe. Very tasty, and it's got nuts in it, so it's got to be good for you, right? Docinho número 3, beijinho. So, inho, small, beige, kisses. Mwah. This is coconut and condensed milk, which is a bit of a theme with these sweets. And then there's also a little clove in the top. I've not tried these before, I don't know what they're like, so this is going to be an authentic reaction. It's good. It's like a coconut version of brigadeiro. I think I prefer brigadeiro, more chocolatey, but that's good. I like. Ooh, the clove. Hadn't tried that when I first bit into it. That's a bit of a game changer. It gives it more of like a Christmassy flavour. I like that. Although, a bit much actually. Not sure about that. I think I still prefer the brigadeiro. Docinho número 4, paçoquita. Now this is something Fern's parents gave me when I first arrived in Brazil, and it is basically like a peanut butter bar, but like made out of peanut butter powder, I think. So it's like a little brick of peanut butter brittle, I think. But it's very, very brittle. If you look on the plate, it breaks very easily. It's almost like a powder, but it is absolutely delicious. It's like peanut butter in space. If like astronauts had to take peanut butter in space, this is probably what it'd be like. I love it. I'm sure it's really bad for you as well, but it's delicious. So that is the docinho done. Now we're going to move on to the Maria Moli. I got it right first time. This is something I've never had before, so I don't know exactly what it is, but it is apparently a classic desserty snack. I thought it was like a marshmallow, but it's more like a gelatin thing apparently. So let's just cut into this right now and see what it's all about. It's like a fluffy, sweet, flowery, coconutty pillow. It's nice. And now we've saved what I think is going to be the best till last, the bolo di cenoura, which is carrot cake. So bolo is cake, cenoura is carrot, cake of carrot. As you can see, it doesn't look like any carrot cake I've ever had in the UK before. It's got some of the brigadeiro texture going on there. It's got massive chunks of chocolate on the top. It looks banging and I can't wait to try it. So the carrot cake I'm used to in the UK normally has like a white frosting on it. And yeah, this is very much not that. This is chocolatey and looks incredibly indulgent. No words for it really, I'm just gonna smash it into my face. That is amazing. It's like delicious, moist sponge. Sorry, I know people hate the word moist. Gooey, chocolatey sauce, and then the lovely, chunky chocolate flakes on top as well. That is amazing. I could eat that all day long. This was worth saving my cheat day for. So there you have it. That is a selection of desserts and sweets. We have a late contender to the party. So I thought we'd finished all of the desserts, and then Fern's mum very, very kindly delivered this absolute monster of a mousse, I think it is. What's this called?
Doce gelado.
Doce gelado.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like
Sweet.
cold sweet.
Okay, so not the most imaginative of names, but I'm sure it's going to taste nicer than it sounds. Oh, look at that. So yeah, it's like a sort of jelly. It's like a kind of angel delight, but with strawberry. Obrigado, mãe. That's like it's like an angel delight on steroids, basically. That is banging. Even better when you're not expecting it. We've already eaten 5 different sweets, and then you get delivered a vat of strawberry angel delight, homemade by a Brazilian mother. You cannot go wrong. Muito bom.